Hello, welcome to Do It Yourself with Wayne. Today we're going to be working on these APC Model 350 battery backups. Typically these things are used for protecting your PC and your other sensitive electronic equipment. Some people use them on their TVs as well. But what happens with these things after a couple of years, they just get to the point that they don't offer that battery backup protection that you expect. And like this one, we have it plugged in. I got a lamp on it. It's not a sensitive electronic equipment, but it does show a load. And we have it plugged in. I'm going to unplug it to simulate a power failure. It starts beeping when the power goes off. But you can see if the lights just flickered a little bit, it would keep your PC running and everything will be fine. But as you can see, the light just turned off. So if I had a PC hooked up, I barely would maybe had time to store or to save my data, probably not. I certainly wouldn't have had time to do an orderly shutdown of the PC. And these hard shutdowns are really hard on your PC. They can cause corrupted data, they can cause failures of the mechanics of your hard drive. There's all kinds of problems that can be created from time to time because of power failures. So these things really are important to the safety of your PC. So if you don't have one, I strongly recommend you get one. But if you do have one and this is happening to you, the reason that happens is the battery inside these units just gets to where they won't hold a charge. And I'm going to show you how to change that battery and save yourself a bunch of money. Now here's the two units that we're working on today. Basically it's the same thing. This is an older style. This is a little bit newer style, but functionally they basically are the same thing. But the batteries in them are, they're in there a little bit different. But it's the same battery in both units. And what you do to get them out, this one, and a lot of these older ones, there'll be a screw. This one's in that hole right there. You take the screw out, and then you can slide the cover off. This one being a little bit newer, they did away with the screw. I like that. You just push in right there, and the cover will slide off of that one. Now what I would recommend you do, anytime you work on one of these, as soon as you take that cover off, but before you take the battery out, take a real good look at how things are situated. If you look, this battery is not the same orientation as this battery. Of course, I just let it fall out. But see, the orientation of the batteries is different in the two units. So when you're working on them, before you take the battery out, take a real good look at how the battery is oriented and look at how the wires are routed to the battery inside the unit. Now to take the battery out, just tilt it over and it'll come out. You got two spade lugs. You just pull them off. And if you can see this is called a spade lug. Basically the wire, it comes across, or the metal comes across and rolls under on both sides, and that's called a spade lug. These little flat things are called spades. Okay? And to hook them up, you just slide that on. Now sometimes when you go to slide the spade lug on the new battery, it doesn't fit good and tight. Now this one fits good and tight, so it's fine. But if they don't fit really good and tight, take a pair of pliers and very carefully crimp that thing just a little bit, just ever so slightly. You don't want to mash it much, but just a little bit to close that gap up just a little. Do that on both sides. And those spade lugs will connect to the spade much more securely, and that's a problem area that you can have as well, and that eliminates potential future problems there. But in these, they're working fine. So I'm going to take my new battery. They typically come like this. They got these little plastic things on the spades. Just take those off. You can throw them away. You can put them on the old battery. It doesn't matter. But if you do this, always recycle your old batteries. These batteries have stuff in them that doesn't need to be in a landfill. So, you know, be nice to the environment. Recycle your old batteries. Now on this one, we're going to hook this one up. The black wire goes to the black terminal, the red wire goes to the red terminal, and then you slide the battery back down in there. Slide your cover on. That's it. That's all there is to replacing these things. Now on this one, the battery basically sits upside down. Now I don't have another new battery, but this one works the same way. Take the wires loose from the old battery, connect your new battery. But in this case, the battery goes in like this, face down. It's a different orientation than this one. So always make sure that you pay close attention to the orientation of the battery and the routing of the wires before you ever take the battery out. Makes it a lot easier to put things back together if you know for sure which way it goes. So there you have it. It's that easy to fix one of these things. And in the past, I've picked up a lot of these things, and I say a lot, I've probably got 8 or 10 of these things scattered around between my house and my office. And I pick them up at places like Goodwill, Habitat for Humanity, because people will get rid of these things when they quit working, simply because the battery has gotten old. And you can pick them up at these places for a few dollars. Spend $20, maybe $25 on a new battery. You swap the battery out. The thing's as good as new, and you got maybe $30, maybe $35 invested. If you go buy a new one, it's $50. So that's a significant savings. If you've got one and it needs a battery, a new battery costs you $20, $25. A new unit's twice that much. So it's a significant savings to replace the batteries in these things yourself. As I've just showed you, it's not that hard. So if you've got these APC brand battery backups for your PC, your TV, whatever, and it gets to where it won't hold a charge, just replace the battery. It's an easy fix, saves you a lot of money. And that's what Do-It-Yourself with Wayne is all about, is saving you money. And if you find this video useful, if it helps you, I'd really appreciate it if you'd click like and subscribe to our channel. And we hope you have a great day.